It is a sunny yet hazy day in Yandachi community of Wara local government area of Kano State, northwest Nigeria. It is currently the Harmattan season and only a handful of residents are outdoors going about their activities. In Yandachi community, the scarcity of clean drinking water has led them into drinking the same water they give their animals. In the quest to discover their source of water, I met Malam Yusuf Saadu, a resident who led me to the community's only source of water. Warawa is barely 11 kilometers from the city, just about 24 minutes drive away. The distance between Yandachi's source of water and the community is just about 1 kilometer. This is Yandachi's major source of water. What you see here isn't a mixture of anything. This is water, although contaminated and not safe for drinking. Yandachi residents rely on this shallow dug ditch for their water supply, for drinking, washing and other domestic purposes. According to the Sustainable Development Goals 6, safe drinking water is essential for public health irrespective of whether it's used for drinking, cooking, domestic use or sanitation. Malam Saadu tells me that this polluted water is used for drinking, cooking and other purposes in this community.
First of all, this water, we use it to cook, drink, ablution for prayers, rearing our animals. To say the least, we don't have any better source of water than this. And if we are to look for better than this, we need to travel for like 5 kilometers to get any source better than this. Since we don't have any better source of water, we stick with this and we're proud of it. We call on government to please provide a better source of water for us because we are suffering.
He says that education has been hampered in this community because children spend all day in search of clean drinking water from other sources, and sometimes their hopes are dashed. These children here are supposed to be in school, but the search of water has made them outside the walls of the school during school hours. After grazing his father's cattle for a long time, this young lad is here to give them water. Irrespective of the borehole project commissioned to this community about 4 months ago, residents still rely on their former water supply as they revealed that the borehole no longer serves them. 81-year-old Adamu recalls the day the borehole was sunk in the community. He tells me that he is oblivious of the reason why the borehole stopped working.
Our people now have to walk to Rimi and other neighboring communities since the borehole stopped working. Even if the water we get from other communities are fairly good looking, we have no option than to use anything we get. You have seen for yourself, the little children have to toil to get water.
As I observed, residents do not take any purification process before consuming this contaminated water. According to the World Health Organization, contaminated water can transmit diseases such as diarrhea, cholera, dysentery, typhoid, amongst others. Contaminated drinking water is estimated to cause about 485,000 diarrhea deaths every year. The United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund states that the use of polluted drinking water and poor sanitary conditions results in increased vulnerability to waterborne diseases, including diarrhea, which leads to the death of more than 70,000 children under 5 annually. This is Gogel, a ward in Warawa local government area, and residents share the pain of drinking contaminated water. Unlike Yandachi, which once had a feel of how clean water tastes like, they have never had any intervention, and the members of this community fetch water from an open water body where ducks, goats, cows and the likes drink water from. With microorganisms and other aquatic plants visibly growing beneath this pond, residents no longer care about the health implications of drinking polluted water. It remains the only source of water for their household use. Junaid Wada, a resident of this community, says they are stuck with this pond because it is their only source of water supply.
If you had a borehole or well which could supply better water, we will not even consider this pond as it is. We are stuck with this water for long. We have been hoping that our problem will get attention. We have the belief that one day God will bring someone or organization that will come to our aid.
After our brief interaction, he takes his share of the abundant but contaminated water to his house. Right from his childhood, Rabilu Yahaya has been drinking this polluted water till date, and he revealed to me that newborn babies also partake from this water.
Because we have no wells in this community, when babies are born, this same water which is full of dead and unsafe is used to bath the child and the mother. When the need arises for the child to drink water, this is the water the child is given. Right from when I was growing up till this moment, nothing has changed and no single person is happy with this.
After toiling all day, these children now have water and are taking it home on donkeys. They are among the numerous children who are supposed to be in school but are out of school as a result of the lack of clean drinking water. When I spoke with Habiba Mohammed, the public relations officer of Kano State Water Board, she said that Yendachi's borehole had an issue which has been fixed and that individuals living in Gogel community should send their complaints to their local government authorities.
It was a tape problem of cable, but now the problem was solved, and they even pumped for about 4 hours yesterday. Those that don't have access to the water, they should try and report to their local government, where the local government will forward the request of connecting the water to those areas.
If residents of Yendachi and Gogel communities can just have access to clean drinking water, they would be saved from the risk of diseases which comes from consuming contaminated water. Also, they won't have to travel as far as 5 kilometers in search of better water sources, an activity which has pushed many children out of school in these communities.